All right, it's fresh air. Welcome to hit the subscribe button. Here we're on a journey to talk about some few things that have come across my mind. How are we managing our daily activities? I was told by a good friend of mine to start managing what am I thinking in between my daily routines. What does that look like? Are we going to wake up and follow our dreams? Are we going to wake up and do what we were set out to do without being distracted? Now, I learned a very valuable lesson that I need to start focusing on. When I was getting focused in the moment, like I talk about a lot, it's basically you unplug the past and plug the future and unplug the moment and focus entirely what you want to desire and focus on. What does that look like? Okay, so you're gonna sit there basically in a moment and have your imagination run wild. And sometimes when your imagination runs wild, it tends to take you on a path that you've never seen before, or a thought process that you've never thought was it possible. Now, as you start seeing and unlocking things, as you sit in those moments, you start realizing, like, wow, I want to go back to that feeling again. But then you go, okay, what was that feeling? What feeling am I chasing? What thought am I chasing? What sensation was I feeling at that moment? And then I realized I was chasing peace and tranquility and like trust and feeling accomplishment, feeling like everything you can do is feeling like it's a success. We take a moment to breathe in some fresh air. See, I had an imagination when I was a child that was really imaginative. Basically I could take a movie and like make more movies out of that movie. I could make sequels out of that sequel. I could take a moment in my life and have an imagination that you lived that life, that you lived that lifetime, that you lived through that life experience, and that you lived through that soul. When you start realizing your imagination takes you, hold on just a moment. Life can throw you curveballs every day. It can throw you opportunities, and it can throw you opportunities that you can probably just throw away because you feel like maybe not worthy, or you're in that poverty state of mind. Poverty state of mind meaning I don't want to imagine myself having those nice things, or I feel like I don't deserve those nice things because I think others deserve it just as much as me. So I take that sacrifice and do things and say things and record things out of the kindness of my heart. And sometimes I have anger. It speaks volumes. It's almost like one day you're in the greatest moments of your life, and then the next, feeling like you just lost control. Interesting. Complexities that come together to make a moment in your life where you feel like you're making progress in your mental state of mind, your cognitive thinking. And like I said at the beginning, what are we spending our moments in between our structured parts of our day? When we wake up, what is the first things we do? When our feet hit the ground running, what do? Where are we thinking? Are we thinking, man, how many times do we wake up going, dang, I'm not there. I'm not where I want to be. Well, obviously, I would be trying as hard as I am. Five change. Take a moment in everybody's life. Start looking at people around you. See yourself. See how you can help. See how your opportunities and gifts that have been given to you, blessed by God, that will help you manifest things in a proper way. If I can't see it with my own eyes, how am I supposed to believe it? Right? Our whole lives we've been taught by what? Technology's the one that's been telling us the information. Or it's the entertainment that keeps us moving. It's what keeps us moving forward, or our conscious self, to feel like we measure our accomplishments, or we can measure our accomplishments and how good our lives is, but tend to be fixated on others, which then takes ours down because we don't feel valid now because we don't have what they have or what they have. And I tend to do that on a time basis. But click, wait for that moment. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so this one's on a different part series. I talk and see things like, okay, sometimes when I go back and revisit my material, my songs and things like that, they capture a moment in time where I was in my emotions, channeling energy, telling a story. A time in my life where it's like, wow, I can remember when I was there. Now, I've done a lot of music, you know what I mean? Like, I've done a lot of different music. Like, I'm a recording vocal artist, they say. Sometimes I get misunderstood for, I don't know. But I know who I am, right? I know what I do. I take my time to understand that I have a greater purpose. Oh yeah. Take my opportunities and grow, right? Yes. Take those opportunities and grow. 9 times out of 10, I'm giving you the best me always. And maybe that 1/10, yeah, that might be my ego sometimes, and I apologize. But we're not all perfect, right? But we all take that moment to understand that we're gonna try our best, right? And that's what I do. That's me, Fresh Air. On a Monday, fresh start of the day, right after a holiday. Ready to give you my all. Ready, let's go. Actually, I got my birthday coming up here pretty soon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the 8th. Yep. And it was in the 80s. 1980. Wow. Isn't that... Wow. John Lennon passed away on the same day I was born. But, it's been sad moment for that. To think about it, every year I'm reminded by that, and it sucks, because never get to meet the man, but God bless his soul. Alright, we're gonna close this one out. I'm going to talk about more, like you said. I'm going to close this one out real quick. You have a moment in your day or in between. So, like, let's say you go to work. What do you do before you go to work? What are you doing? What's your mind? What are you focused on? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do while getting ready for your day. There's healthy things to do. Food intake. You're getting ready for the day. Maybe some exercise, or take the dog for a walk, or do some laundry before, or take the, if you have kids, take them to school. And in between then, like I said, it's what are we feeding our thoughts in between our habits of the day, and even during the day, like while we're at work, how are we feeding our thoughts? Are we managing ourselves better? Are we staying focused in the moment? Are we making use of our time properly? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's Fresh Air. Take it easy. Thanks to my friends that look out for me and give me guidance here and there. I promise I'm going to start trying harder.